Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to send a mass email via a email campaign. The first thing that you'll need to do is create a target list. And you can usually find it on your menu somewhere. If not, it's under the ellipsis here. A target list is simply the list that contains all the email addresses that you want to send to. And you can create a variety of target lists. You can have people on multiple target lists. To do that, I simply click Create Target List. I'm going to name my target list. We'll just call this Testing 2. And then I'm going to hit Save. And once I do, you'll see different entities pop up underneath. And these are the entities that you can send mass emails to. So contacts, which are also known as clients, your leads, and then accounts. If you look here at the colors, accounts match up with vendors. So sometimes, depending on the naming mechanism you have in your system, these may be named differently, but yes, contacts is for clients and accounts is for vendors. In this case, I want to send an email to leads. Now, not to be confused with these two buttons. If you hit the plus button, you're actually going to create a new lead, but I don't want to create a new lead. I simply want to select from a list of already existing leads. So you'll hit this drop down and hit select. And now it's going to take you to a list of all your leads. So we can see I've got 938 here. Well, maybe I don't want all 938 on this list. So I'm going to set up some filters so I can only mail to the people that I want. So let's just say I want to send an email to everyone that doesn't have an assigned user in my system. So I'm going to do assigned user is empty. All right, and now I've removed a couple hundred leads. So you can add as many filters as you want to get your list down to the way you want it. Now, to select these and add these, I'm going to check this box. Now, the important thing about checking this box, if you check this box, it's only going to select these first 5 records. So this box will only select what you see on the screen. If you want to select all 713 leads, you need to hit this drop down here, which is going to say select all results. So let's just say I want to mail to all 713. I'll hit select all results. And then I'm going to hit this select button. And now I've got, as you can see, I've got the 713 leads here that I'm going to mail to. So now I have my target list created. The next thing that I need to do is create a campaign. And the purpose for all these steps is so that within target list and within a campaign, you can actually track open rates, opt-out rates, click-through rates. It provides you a lot of flexibility to track different metrics. So again, I'm going to click the ellipsis. I'm going to come down to campaigns. And I'm going to go to create campaign, and we'll just call this testing 2. Name it whatever you want, and this is going to be an email campaign. Let's say it's in the planning phase, and I'm going to hit a start date. So you can have a start date and end date if you want to space out the campaign, or have it run every so often, or if you want to run it all at the same time. Different options there. And let's just say I'm going to end it on the same day. So I'm going to do it all within one day. Now I'm going to have a target list. So I'm going to enter whatever one I made, which should be testing 2. Now you can do excluding target lists, which if you have people on multiple target lists, it'll remove them from the target list that you're mailing to by notating the ones that you'd like to exclude. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save on my campaign. And now I'm to the actual execution stage. So here, there's a couple different things I can do. If I want to track click-through rates on my email, then I can create some tracking URLs. So let's just say I have a link in there to my website, and I want to know how many people in this email campaign that I'm sending it to, I want to know how many people are clicking on my website link. So instead of putting claimsource.net or applerx.com, I can create a tracking URL by doing that, and we'll just say this is going to be a website link, and the URL, let's just say I want it to go to claimsource.net. So I'm going to hit save. So now it's given me a code to insert, and I'll come back to that in just a minute. So I can make as many tracking URLs as I need. Now I'm going to actually prepare to launch the campaign. So I need to add my target list to mass emails. Mass emails is actually what you're going to be emailing out to. So hit the plus button here, All right, I've got my start date. Again, let's just say let's set it for tomorrow. I've got my target list. Now I need to select an email template. If you don't know how to create an email template, please reference another training video on how to create email templates. But let's say I've already got my email template in place. So let me see what options here. Let's just say this. I want to use this email template. So if I want the system to know if people are opting out, I can check this box, and so anytime people hit an opt-out link or opt-out button, that'll be reflected in my system automatically. And if I want to store these sent emails, I can check this box as well. The SMTP account, that means what email address do you want to show up as the sender's address. So do you want to send it from john@johndoe.com, or if you've got different email addresses that you can send through, I'm just going to leave it on this one. And then you can have the name, like how you want it to show up, the name that you want it to show up from, and the reply to address. If you don't want them to reply to this email address, if you want to have a specific email address just for this campaign, for example, you could set that up and put that in here. So now that I've done that, I'll go ahead and hit save. And so now I've effectively planned my campaign. So on September 8th at midnight, this campaign will launch. So in just today's September 6th. So in a couple of days, this thing's going to launch automatically, and it's going to send. Now, if I want to insert this tracking URL, what I need to do is copy the code. I'm going to go back to that email template. So you can see I'm using a particular email template. I think I was using this one. So now I can come in here to edit, and in place of this, like let's just say I set up a link already in here, but now I want it to be tracked. So I'm going to go to edit, and instead of this URL, I'm going to put in the tracking URL. And so when they click on that, not only is it going to take them to claimsource.net or applerex.com or wherever I designate, but it's also going to track that click and let me know how many people are clicking on this link. And so if I click that insert link, notice nothing changes on the front end. To the recipient, it looks the same, but internally, inside of my actual campaign, it's going to be tracked. And so once this campaign launches, you'll be able to see the statistics, how many of them sent out, how many have been opened, how many have clicked on your link, how many have opted out, how many have bounced, meaning how many were not able to be delivered, and how many leads ultimately did you generate from this campaign. So that, in a nutshell, is how to launch an email campaign.